Loneliness. How to deal with loneliness. Here's the very first step. Exactly. You do nothing. In fact, I'm challenging you after this video to sit down for just 5 minutes. Close YouTube, turn off the music, and just sit down, close your eyes, and just fully, deeply focus on the feeling that you experience right now, the feeling of loneliness. Try to experience it 100%. Not try to push it away. Try to actually surrender to it and just feel it and accept it as it is. Anyway, you will realize the law of impermanence kicks in. You won't feel that way forever. Probably tomorrow you will already feel better about yourself. But what is also very important to understand is that a lot of people, they get reactive and they feel lonely and they're like, oh, let's text some people. Let's pretend that I care about them. Hey, how are you doing? Hey, shall we meet up tomorrow? But this will never fill this hole and let go of your feeling of loneliness forever. This is a short-term strategy and it's not very sustainable. And people try to do this. Have you ever socialized though and you were hanging around with a lot of people and you were standing there and you felt lonely and you realized, I still feel lonely. Even though I'm surrounded by so many people right now. This is not a state you want to be in. So understand that. Surrender to this feeling of loneliness and don't become so reactive and again try to pull people in your life and be this energy vampire. I mean, how do you socialize if you feel lonely? You go into a socializing situation, sit there with a friend, you try to suck him out of the energy. You have this expectation of you need to give me something here. Please give me this feeling of being good enough and not feeling lonely anymore. This won't be your best socializing interaction. It won't feel so loving also for both sides. And actually, you create distance here. And that's the paradox of life. Because if you are more understanding, hey, I'm good as I am, I enjoy my night, and then this bonus here is socializing with friends, and this is lovely, hey, then you really are interested in other people. You truly enjoy yourself, which is dragging people into your proximity because they want to hang around with you. And you truly care. You truly have a loving interaction. And this is when you feel more and more connected. It's the upward spiral, but the downward spiral also works this way. So never do anything in a negative state, such as loneliness, but also in generally you can say, if you're in a very negative state, don't do it. Do it out of a positive state. So the very first practical step is to sit down after this video and just embrace it and not try to fill this void with other people. And then if you understood that and you also realized, oh, it's actually getting better. I'm accepting my emotions. I'm not trying to push them away. And the loneliness passes, maybe not in 5 minutes, but maybe within a couple of hours or the next day it's a little bit better. Then you can actually get into the next step, the second one, which is actually get out there and socialize with people. Because socializing with people can be truly meaningful and loving. It's not going to be the only answer to fill this hole and letting go of the loneliness. You need to be in a good state, but it makes you feel very much connected. So if you socialize, don't seek for letting go of loneliness. No, seek for connection, for deep, meaningful connection. And a lot of people who feel lonely, they tell me, well, I don't have any good friends, or I don't have any friends, or I don't have a romantic partner. I would love to have a romantic partner because I feel so lonely. But what shall I do about it? I don't have the social skills. I'm not so outgoing. Well, you don't need to have more social skills usually. That is coming on its own. But what people need to do usually is to get more out of their comfort zone, to meet people, Go on meetup.com or Facebook. There are so many groups you can meet up with. And it's totally normal that new people come to the group. Maybe it means to move away from your little village or move in another city or start a new adventure, start a studies or change your job. There's this lovely quote, if you do what you love, you drag the people in your life you need. I met so many inspiring and loving and like-minded people while I studied psychology. And it was a bold step to leave the country, study something, but it was so worth it looking backwards. So you need to push yourself. I'm telling you that. If you want to connect deeply with people, you need to meet a lot of new people. Not just take the first one and be like, oh, I have something. Oh, now I feel less lonely. No. Not in this needy state, but more in this positive state. Of like, hey, I want to connect with deep people or the people that feel loving to me and I resonate the most with. Right? So it's also a numbers game. Obviously, it's also a game of where you're looking for it. It's like marketing, right? So go also in the places where you feel like, oh, those are the people which I resonate with, and put yourself out there. Get out of your comfort zone. Not just sit at home and be like, oh, I feel so lonely, and drown in the self-pity. And let me just watch some YouTube videos about loneliness because I have such a bad life. Get out of this victim role. So you got here 2 very practical steps. The very first one is that you are now closing YouTube, sitting down for 5 minutes. It's just 5 minutes. Give it a try. If you're not convinced, it's just 5 minutes. What else are you going to do? Watch some other 5 minutes on YouTube, a stupid video? How else do you want to spend your life better? And the next 5 minutes, give it a try. Feel the loneliness. And then secondly, probably this won't happen today, but maybe tomorrow, or the next day or days, try to get into action. Do some research. Where could you meet new people? Who are the people in your life that you feel really you resonate with and you want to spend more time with? Maybe who are their friends? Did you meet them before? And who are the people who more like suck energy out of your life and you feel disconnected and you kind of still spend time with them and you don't know why? Cut those people off. So get into action is the second step. And again, connecting with other people is not the tool to let go of the loneliness. Nobody will fill this hole. It's an endless hole. They help you to feel more connected in a sense, but there's still times, even if you have beautiful friends around you, beautiful partner, there's still times when you potentially feel lonely. Maybe they're not around today because you're on a business trip, or your romantic partner is doing a semester abroad because he's studying somewhere, or whatever. You still feel once in a while lonely here. So this is not fully the solution here. You need to change your attitude and accept it and understand the law of impermanence. And then still you can go out and connect with loving people. And this is like a bonus, a lovely bonus that is really, really amazing and deep. But you need to get out of your comfort zone here. All right. I think you got the most important things here. Now it's time to get into action. Sit down now and then seek the opportunities. Also, you can subscribe this YouTube channel. If you need some more help, I am a psychologist, I am a coach, so you can hit me up. We can have a free first call. Otherwise, give this video also a thumb up. You know how the YouTube algorithm works. It pushes the video if there's more interaction, more comments. So you can support me here if you want to. And otherwise, I wish you a beautiful and insightful day.